What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Bridging the Geekdoms. I'm your host, Robert Slavinsky. Now, today, yes, my picture's not up there, not yet. We are talking about the Zack Snyder Justice League trailer. We're also going to discuss some other things regarding Zack Snyder's Justice League. So make sure you smash that like button, hit subscribe, follow all that fun stuff and all that jazz, because there's some great things going on with my channel now, and I want to have you all involved. But here I am, everybody. Check it out. Okay, so I had this all planned out today. I was like, okay, I'm going to wake up, do some things around the house, spend a little quality time with the family in the morning. And then I was going to come up here at 12 o'clock noon and sit down and start my live stream about 14 minutes prior to the trailer dropping. That was my plan. Well, the trailer dropped a bit early, so I pushed back the start time of my show to 11:30. And instead of sitting here discussing Zack Snyder's Justice League and all the different things that I want to talk about there, what I want to do is just get right into the live reaction of the trailer. All right, so let's just do that right now. All right. Oh, wait. Come on.
The bell's been rung. Out in the dark, among the stars, the god is dead.
I had a dream. Almost like a premonition. I think there's an attack coming.
My lord, this world will fall.
I need warriors. I'm building an alliance to defend ourselves.
How do you know your team's strong enough? If you can't bring down the charging bull, then don't wave the red cape at it.
You were sent here for a reason. And even if it takes you the rest of your life, find out what that reason is.
They said the age of heroes would never come again.
It will. It has to.
We live in a society where honor is a distant memory. Isn't that Batman?
Oh, man. Wow. I wow. That there's nothing about that trailer that would make anybody think that that is the same movie that came out in 2017. And not only that, how the hell did anybody at Warner Brothers or AT, no, it was AT&T back then, but at Warner Brothers, how did anybody, Jeff Johns, John Berg, Tisha Hara, all of them, how the hell did they think that that was not better than what the hell we got in 2017? This is absurd. My God, Cyborg in action. That just, oh man. I guys, please comment below your thoughts on that trailer. Holy crap. I am going to go through it here. I think a little by little here. So let me pull it up real quick again. All right, let's do that. So obviously this scene here, this has been something that's been teased for a number of years or whatever by Zack Snyder. He's shown this picture on his Vero. Also, it is the scene from Batman vs Superman. Just slowed down a whole lot. Oh! I did not notice that. Holy crap! Let's look at his mouth. Look at the sound, the sound wave coming out of his mouth, the scream that wakes the mother. Oh God, come on! Oh man. And then is this that has to be Gotham? But to me, it doesn't. I can't imagine that being the nightmare sequence. So is that Gotham in like real life? Like, is that what is currently going on in Gotham right now? Is it just completely decimated and destroyed? That would just be absolutely ridiculous if that's the case. Unless perhaps that was right after the battle against Doomsday, perhaps, maybe. Not 100% sure. That could be what it is. So if that's the case, then that makes a little bit more sense, but it's still... Now we see Hippolyta on Themyscira. Now, it's crazy because if you take a look to the right of the screen, you see the mountainside collapsing. And then you get this, where it's actually where the mother box is housed in on Themyscira. That's absolutely insane. All right. Warner Brothers, DC. Now we get a glimpse of Nightmare timeline. Obviously, that's Batman in the Nightmare attire. We see the apocalyptic ships going across and a desolate land. This is where a lot of people believe the history lesson will begin and take place. This shot, my goodness. Come on, guys. Like, look at this. You see all the parademons lined up on each side. You see Granny Goodness. You see Desaad and Darkseid just walking down. Oh, come on. Come on. This. I got to go back a little bit here. All right, let's... So to me, this seems like, remember that scene in Justice League? I know that we try to forget a lot of it, but there's a scene where he kind of puts the mother boxes into like a stone. I'm thinking that is what this is right here. Now, if you take a look, you see the parademons around it, but he's actually talking to Darkseid there, it appears. That's okay, man. Like, man. Yeah, we got a pretty good look at Steppenwolf there. Look at that. That's him with the armor coming on, or not on him all the way. So you can actually get a feel of what his head looks like and everything like that. Battle on Themyscira. We've seen a lot of this stuff already. We've seen some of this, some of that. Battle with Arthur underwater with Steppenwolf. That looks like it's going to be far more intense than it actually was in the 2017 version. Absolutely, Andrew. It was amazing. Thank you so much for joining and watching my show here. Please tell me what you think about this trailer. I'm going through it here. I just can't believe what I'm watching. I can't believe it. This is fantastic. I'm going to back this up a little bit here. Some things I may have missed. So this, come on, look at this. I can't control my excitement here. This is absolutely phenomenal. Now, it looks like, I could be wrong, but I doubt it. The background looks like it could be the nightmare timeline. If you just look at how desolate behind him everything looks. So who's he going up against there? I don't know. Flash running, we've seen that scene multiple times. Batmobile flying through, destroying stuff, shooting parademons. This battle here with Wonder Woman and parademons and Steppenwolf. Look at that. I think this is the moment right before he and Superman trade punches. But who knows? Maybe not. Maybe it's that scene. I don't know. Oh, man. Seeing the apocalyptic ships leave, that has to be Themyscira. I have to believe that is Themyscira there. Let's see. That to me feels like and looks like it is going to be Themyscira. The fact that the ships are leaving Themyscira leads me to believe that is when Steppenwolf actually first arrives to take the mother box. Now, it makes sense because in the movie we see him using boom tubes, but we know when it comes to the mother boxes, you can't boom tube without the mother boxes. So the fact that there would be ships there makes a lot more sense. I like that a lot more. I think that's an excellent picture there, and hopefully I gotta believe I'm right, but let's see. Okay, the same shot that we see with Uxas, slamming down. That's most likely during the history lesson. Obviously he's using a weapon and he doesn't have his armor on, so that's the belief, but we've seen that before. This here, so a lot of people I know have been asking for quite some time, hey, is the moment with Clark's resurrection, Superman's resurrection, does it play out like it did in the movie? I think it will in some ways in the 2017 version. I think it will in some ways, but not completely. As you can see here, this is very reminiscent of when Clark was put into the chamber and the picture of his father, which his mother put there at the end of, Batman vs Superman, falls out and falls into the water. But that's I think it's going to play out similar, not completely the same though. This, you see Victor Stone in his GCU Letterman's jacket, quarterback. I believe this is a moment where he is starting to realize that how much he can control being Cyborg. I think we've seen glimpses of this in past trailers. So I think this is going to be a really, really cool scene as he starts to understand his abilities. Again, another scene we've seen multiple times. Now, is it going to play out like it did in 2017? I don't know. There's a lot of people that think that moment that Flash actually tips the sword to Wonder Woman is actually Flash running back through time, running back through the entire movie's events to restart and change things so the outcome is different. But we shall see. We shall see. Is that the case? Is it not the case? I don't know. I can't say for certain. Be cool if it was, but we'll see. Again, another shot that we've seen multiple times in trailers and in the 2017 movie. And here's the thing. I know that I said, look, without a doubt, this shows that it's a different movie. It does. There's so many things in this trailer that completely prove to you that this is not the same movie that it was in 2017. However, there's going to be many aspects and many images and scenes that are very similar to what we saw in 2017. So yes, we're gonna show that as well. I mean, we're gonna have to see those because he doesn't want to give away too much. This scene, obviously, which is what a lot of people have been looking forward to, is the scene between Barry Allen and Iris West, where he saves her from a car accident. We've seen bits and pieces of it. We've never seen it put together completely, but we've seen the beginning, the middle, and the end of the car accident. I can't wait to see it in the movie. I just can't wait. Batfleck or Batman, Bruce Wayne going to find Arthur Curry, which I believe the movie is actually going to start out that way. If what Zach posted, I think it was Zach posted, the credits are rolling during that scene when he's going across the ice, making his way to find Arthur. This scene everybody loves. However, it's slightly different than what we saw before. A lot more CGI. You see Wonder Woman, Steppenwolf, and then we get another angle of it here with taking the shots on his gauntlet. So this, I know there's a lot of people out there who are excited about this. You can tell this scene here, what we got in 2017 is when Lois and Clark go back to the farm. That was entirely reshot. And we know that. the excitement for this scene here alone, seeing Lois and Clark together, seeing Clark come back to being the man he was after being resurrected, and Lois being the key to that. I can't wait to see this. I know a lot of people can't wait to see this. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be excellent. Again, just another thing showing that this is a completely different movie than what we got in 2017. All right. As people are dubbing it, this is Flight 2.0. After he gets his black suit, and it appears he will be doing a similar takeoff as he did in Man of Steel. However, look at the power that he has, the rocks lifting up around his hands. It's going to be phenomenal. And he just knows, like the way he moves his fingers, he just knows. He knows how powerful he is. And then he takes off. And then I like how he takes off and it cuts right to Cyborg there, flying through the air. A fantastic piece of stuff, things. Going to Themyscira, obviously we see that this is prior to the building collapsing into the water there, as we can see it in the background, or not the foreground, but we're heading towards it. Steppenwolf attacking, is that the Nightcrawler? Look, when Zach dropped that teaser yesterday and this shot popped up, I mean, this is why I had to make it my feature image for this episode. It is so badass. The War Machine, as it's called, or the Batmobile in the Dark Knight Returns comic book. This is just, I can't believe we're seeing this in live action. I mean, it's that simple. Like, who would have ever thought? And not only that, but we had no idea that this was going to show up in this movie. We've seen the Nightcrawler. We knew the Batmobile. We knew the Flying Fox. Who knew we were getting this? Zach, thank you, man. This is amazing. Barry and his father. Again, this scene was in the 2017 version. Again, we're going to see similar scenes that we've seen before. This. I don't even know how to explain this scene. So let me first do this. All right, that. So Victor is touching the mother boxes, whether he's pulling up hard, holding them I don't know what he's doing. But we then get that. That is where we go into the nightmare timeline again. Victor is now going to see the nightmare timeline. He's going to see what is happening in the future if things don't go the way that they should go and they need to go. Why the Flash is running behind him like that, I don't know. I want to know. Is it March 18th yet? I gotta know. And then another look of Steppenwolf underwater. Looks like this is the battle against the Atlanteans and obtaining the mother box, which we see the mother box floating at the top right of the screen. And then this beautiful shot of Clark hugging both his mother and Lois. Another shot we've seen multiple times. Wonder Woman being badass. Another shot that we've seen. This here, just an amazing shot of the Flash running. To me, it looks like he is manipulating time and space. It looks like he is entering or exiting or creating the Speed Force, whatever it is that he's doing here. But this blast here, as you can see, as I play and pause quickly, the explosion is not exploding, it's imploding, it's coming back together. I think this is due to the Flash running back in time and changing events or changing what happened here. Shot of the League sans Superman as they're exiting the Flying Fox. And then we got Diana talking to Bruce Wayne, I believe. We see not just Themyscirans, but we see the history lesson of everybody facing the gods, or the new gods, or the soon eventual new gods, the old gods versus the new gods, whatever, what have you. Another shot we've seen multiple times of Bruce ziplining in, and another shot. Again, there's so many shots. This shot is a beautiful shot of Wonder Woman jumping over top of Steppenwolf. And yeah. Cyborg in action. That is something I think people don't understand, is we're going to see so much Cyborg in action in the upcoming movie that that alone, the amount of Cyborg that we're going to get in this movie alone proves that this is something completely different than what we got in 2017. Oops. And it's Superman in his black suit looking badass. A lot of people think that it's the boom tube behind him. A lot of people think this is after he punches Steppenwolf and he slams down and he's shooting him with his heat vision. Or as some ridiculous outlets like to call it, laser eyes. It's heat vision, guys. All right. And then we get Bruce talking to Diana, which we saw the other side of that a few seconds ago. Zack Snyder's Justice League, the logo, the very stone muted look of JL, the fact that the official name has finally been official, Zack Snyder's Justice League. That's what everybody wanted. That's what everybody expected it would be. But it's nice to see that that's finally what it is. So we gotta, guys, come on. And then, all right, let's do this.
Isn't that right? Batman.
Jared Leto Joker in Zack Snyder. Beautiful sign. And then obviously in the background you do see Cyborg there, talking to, or not talking, but he's there with Batman as Joker's talking to Batman. And that look on his face there, the look, just you could tell the despair, the heartache, everything. You can tell on his face everything has been lost. Whether that is him turning to look at Joker or not, I don't know. But that facial expression would work in both ways. Whether it's the despair and the sadness of everything just being destroyed and the hopelessness that is out there, or if it's the fact that he has to actually work with the Joker in making things right. Either way, that facial expression works. Man. It's streaming March 18th, guys. That's it. I think yeah. So let me know down in the comments what you think of this trailer and what your thoughts are on everything that is transpired over the past few months and few weeks. It's absolutely incredible. I cannot wait for it at all. Like I can't wait. Like holy crap. Like honestly, I cannot wait. Man, let me do something here. So now, if you guys haven't heard, the guys over at Lightcast Podcast, my good friends over there, I'm friends with Matt over there, and Hussein. They are great guys. I appreciate all that they do and all that they have been doing for the Snyder Cut. It's been fantastic. But they have a special guest today, which I still can't believe they got yet again. It's awesome, though. I love it. I can't wait to watch it and listen to the discussion they have. But they will be actually having a guest on their show. I just don't do anything right here, do I? Let's see here. And let's just add this to stream real quick. That right there, guys. Deborah Snyder today. I know it says tomorrow, but he posted that yesterday. Today, Deborah Snyder will be on the Lightcast Podcast at 12:25, something like that. It was supposed to be just like I had plans. They had plans based off of when the trailer was to release. They now have, their plan was to do it shortly after the release of the trailer. And so that is today. Make sure you check it out. It should be dropping anytime now. I think it's like between 12:20 and 12:30, so Eastern time. That's Eastern time, guys. 12:20, 12:30 Eastern time. So make sure that out. So I know I didn't expect to have a lot of people watching this episode because let's face it, probably every single YouTube channel out there is doing a reaction video, live discussion, what have you, in regards to the Snyder Cut. But I wanted to, do this. If people come back to it at the end or after the fact, that is fine with me. I don't care. I just wanted to get this out there. This is just so freaking exciting, guys. Like I cannot explain how excited I am for this movie. Now, some things that I do want to talk about, because a lot of people have been, a lot of people have been taking some of these remarks that Zack said on a podcast the other day a little too, I don't know, they're taking it the wrong way. So we all want the Snyderverse to continue. We all want Justice League 2, 3, we want Batfleck and so much more. We do. I get that. I want it just as bad as everybody else. But people are like sitting there like, what's the deal? Like, why are we not getting confirmation? Why are we not getting an announcement? Well, Zack said the other day in an interview that there's no interest from Warner Brothers to continue it. Well, here's the thing. That's not a lie, but it's also not telling the entire truth. Okay? There's a reason for that. We are getting more. More is planned. Let's just put it that way. Let's lay this out the correct way here. More is planned. JL2, JL3, a Batfleck series, David Ayer Suicide Squad, side stories, whether it's comics or animation or what have you. There are things in the pipeline have lined up that say all they need to do is just press a green button, just press that button, it all is go. But what does that mean when it comes to Warner Brothers? Well, that's the thing. Zack Snyder's Justice League is being distributed or produced or production by Warner Brothers. They are on the title card. Now, originally that wasn't the case. Originally it was Warner Media or Warner Max, which was going to be the production company of HBO Max. And unfortunately, they had to disband and get rid of that company due to the pandemic and the cuts they had to make from the pandemic. Him saying that there's no interest from Warner Brothers is not a lie. Warner Brothers does not want to continue something that they felt was a failure. They felt that what Zack was building with Man of Steel, Batman vs. Superman, and after that was not what they wanted. That was not what they wanted to do. So what they did was they, made life very difficult for Zack when he was making the first Justice League, causing him to change things from his vision, change character design, change story beats, all that jazz. Eventually, when Zack left, they brought in Joss Whedon. We're like, okay, let's just get something out there that we can get out. Because I'm not even going to sit there and say that Warner Brothers thought that they were putting out a good movie. I think they knew that they were just getting something out just to get something out, that they had no intention of it being successful. They were just like, look, we'll make $1 billion because it has Justice League in the title. And it didn't, but I think that's what their mindset was. They weren't worried about making a good movie because they didn't want to continue or do what Zack was doing. So they knew that they were going to find a way to reboot, restart, or just erase all that came before it. So we are here today, and Zack says Warner Brothers has no interest. It's no different than what was going on in 2016, 2017. They have no interest. But do you know who has interest? HBO Max, Jason Kilar, AT&T. Now you're going to sit there and say, well, why don't they just, tell them you're doing it? Don't worry about it. Because they want to see how viable the Snyderverse will actually be. As I've been saying for months, yes, they have things lined up. They have things planned. They can't just wait and see, oh, look, that's finally successful on March 18th, March 19th, March 20th, and then say, okay, get Ben, Gal, Jason, all of Ezra, get them all. We're get them on the phone. We're scheduling to shoot in a month or two. No, that's not how it works. The way it works is they have to plan this stuff out early. You know, if you listen to the last episode of Lightcast Podcast with Taylor Murphy from The Culture Nerd, they were discussing, I think it was the last one, they were discussing how they have already been scouting locations for the Batfleck series. This isn't pre-production, guys. This is just scouting. This is them getting their ducks in a row to put together a budget to then go to HBO Max or Warner, whomever they have to go to, and say, all right, this is where we would shoot. This is how much it'll cost. This is everything. That way they can take a look and say, you got a script, you got a shooting place, you got a shooting schedule. All right, greenlit. That's going on, but that stuff has to go on before things are greenlit. So that's currently where we are. That is where we are when it comes to the entirety of the Snyderverse. So Warner Brothers doesn't want to do it, but Warner Media, HBO Max, if this movie, if Zack Snyder's Justice League becomes a viable option for them to continue, something that is going to keep driving subscribers to HBO Max, keep people subscribed to it, keep the discussion going. If that continues to happen, you don't think that they're going to go that route? I mean, come on, guys. Be real. Zack saying that was not simply him just saying, look, here's the deal. Warner Brothers doesn't want it. I'm not doing it. I don't care. No, that's not what Zack was doing or saying. What he was doing is he was calling his Snyder army. He was calling the fans of the Snyderverse and saying, guys, Warner Brothers is being a little bit dickish over here. They don't want to do our stuff. What does that mean? It means we have to listen to him. We have to make Warner Brothers want it. Warner Brothers is the production company behind HBO Max right now. They're the ones that are producing and creating the shows and movies for HBO Max right now, which means Toby Emmerich, Walter Hamada. They need to be convinced. So let's convince them, guys. It's up to us. We got to convince them. Comment here, Bryce Anderson. I've been a Snyder detractor in the past, but I gotta admit, the trailer looked badass. It's definitely gonna make me go back and rewatch Man of Steel and Batman vs. Superman in a whole new light. Bryce, thank you so much for saying that. Thank you so much. I love that you're getting excited for this movie. Now, Man of Steel and Batman vs. Superman, they are fantastic movies. In my opinion, Man of Steel is a masterpiece. I think it is the greatest comic book movie to ever come out, especially superhero origin. I think it is the best in that regard. Batman vs. Superman is a fantastic movie as well. And I've been telling people for so long, especially my editor-in-chief over at Spoilerverse, we get into these discussions all the time about Snyder's arc. And you know, people are sitting there and they don't understand. And it comes down to this. You know, think about reading a comic book series, a comic book line. When you know there's a comic book line, it's going to be 12 issues, one a month coming out for an entire year. You read that first issue. It doesn't give you the entire picture of what's going to happen. No, it gives you a bit. A little bit of character development, a little bit of backstory, and a little bit of the dangers or what is to come. The next issue gives you a little bit more. Next issue, a little bit more. That is kind of how Zack Snyder has been completing his arc. And a lot of people don't realize that. A lot of people are so used to the Marvel way. And the Marvel way is you get a movie, has a beginning, middle, and end, and you don't have to continue after that if you don't want to. There's nothing that would make you think that you would need to continue after that movie. That's the Marvel way. That is what they do. Zack Snyder wasn't doing that. DC was not doing the Marvel way. There was this plan for an entire arc. Even the Dark Knight trilogy, each movie, the way it ended, could have been like, well, that was a good movie. Don't need to see another one. I mean, at the end of Batman Begins, they hint to the Joker, but again, I mean, they could have ended it perfectly before that. So there's so much that there is in regards to the Snyderverse that was set up in Man of Steel and Batman vs Superman that obviously is going to play out in the furthering of the Snyderverse, including Zack Snyder's Justice League. Bryce, I didn't see the vision before. Superman's arc isn't about destination. It's not about getting to the classic Superman. It's about the journey to that. 100%. Because again, some of the biggest issues that people continue to say is hashtag not my Superman. I mean, literally, that is what they are doing. They're saying, that's not the Superman I know from the comics. Well, duh. I mean, you have to take a look at this as there's never been a Superman before. This is the beginning. This is the start of a character. And we see his development and becoming the character that we all know and love. But there has to be a journey to get there, or what's the point? And that goes with any character development in any movie, in any story. You have to be able to have character development to get to that point. But thank you so much, Bryce, for commenting. Please hit that like button, subscribe, check out some of my other shows. I love that you're excited about this now. And that's the plan. I think that was the whole idea behind this kind of guerrilla marketing tactic that they've been doing. It's been rather amazing, honestly, that they have been able to get so much excitement with so little marketing. Warner Brothers hasn't marketed at all. Not shocked. HBO Max, they've been marketing it. But I don't know, guys. I love that you're excited, Bryce. I love that anybody, if you're somebody who was never a fan of Snyder's vision or what he was doing, I've encouraged everybody. My hair is kind of crazy today. I've encouraged everybody to make sure they go into this with open eyes, open mind. This is not going to be what you think it's going to be. It's not. It's going to be completely different than what you saw in 2017. It's going to be fantastic. Fantastic for sure. Let me take a look here. I know that Twitter has been blowing up. Make sure there's a couple things I want you guys to do here. So make sure you use a couple hashtags today, all day, because it's important that we get this information out. Now, like I said, our friends over at Lightcast Podcast, in about 20 minutes or so, we'll be doing a interview with Deborah Snyder, Zack Snyder's wife, but most importantly, she is a producer on Justice League, Zack Snyder's Justice League. They are an excellent show, so make sure you check them out. But make sure you use these hashtags today: Zack Snyder's Justice League, Snyder Cut, and Deborah Snyder. Very important to use those. If you want, you can even throw in Restore the Snyderverse, hashtag Restore the Snyderverse. We want to get Deborah trending today. For as much as we applaud Zack and how much we thank Zack for everything that he's done, let's show Deborah some love for once, because she is just as important and just as big in the development of this as Zack has been. And she just seems like a wonderful person. Somebody that you could just sit down, sip on some tea, and shoot the shit. Like that's really what the kind of person she seems. She just seems so laid back and just someone to be a lot of fun to talk to. So let's get her trending, as well as Zack Snyder's Justice League and the Snyder Cut, guys. Let's do it. Let's see. I want to bring this up again here. Let's see here. Lightcast, I'm going to use you guys real quick. Let's go all day. Zack Snyder's Justice League, Deborah Snyder, let them hear your call. 100%. That's what I'm just saying, guys. Today, if you guys watch my show today on the 14th, make sure you trend as much as you can. Absolutely. Again, Deborah Snyder, 9:24 a.m. PST. So that would be 12:24 Eastern time. So All right, got some more comments here. We got Bryce again. Dude, thank you so much for watching and talking, man. I know, like I said, a lot of people are probably doing their own shows. A lot of people that would be on my show are probably doing their own show, talking about everything and getting ready for Lightcast podcasts, Lightcast interview with Deborah. But let's see what you say, Bryce. I recently looked at that T-shirt that Snyder made for charity that was an abstract interpretation of his vision. I was blown away. If I'm just going by speculation, Zack is a Lord of the Rings style writer. I have that shirt over here somewhere, but I'm not going to grab it right now. You're talking about the Aquitas Design T-shirt, and actually, let's do something here. I got a few minutes here. I'm going to end my show before Lightcast show because I don't want to even detract one or two people from that show. I think people are going to really, really enjoy what Debbie has to say. So, I don't want to detract or get anybody to leave there. All right. So, my dogs are freaking out. Interesting. Hold on one sec. All right, I think nope, they're still barking. Hold on. All right, we should be good now. Okay, so here we go. We have a few things here that I want to talk about. This is the Aquitas Design. All right, let's hide that there. So, Bryce, if I'm not mistaken, you're talking about that design, which is in the background there, as you can see. It is called the Aquitas Design. Now, there's a lot of things here that this design kind of goes into. And you're right. It really dives into the entire arc that he was looking for. You have the birth, the rise of Superman to his death, to and spoilers. I mean, I'm sorry, spoilers, but to the death of Batman, to a baby being born. You see the different pillars that sit within here, which is based off of the Tree of Life. I highly recommend you jump over to scpod.net. Actually, let me see if I can put this in the chat here. Work. Oops. I don't know if it worked like I wanted it to. We tried this way. I don't know. That way it worked that way too. Okay, whatever. I put it in there twice. But make sure you check out that article. That'll kind of dive more into everything that you're talking about. I've gotten a lot. I actually wrote this article over at Spoilerverse, at scpod.net. But you can see I go through a lot of different things, the symbolism, the connections to religion, the connections to a lot of different things that I think are very important in this story. It kind of breaks it down, and it's exciting because we're going to get it, and I kind of hope in a way that Zack tweaks it and changes it, because he did allude and hint to so much prior to his vision for Zack Snyder's Justice League being greenlit that I think that it'd be nice if he kind of just went and said, you know what? Let's change this up a little bit. Let's change a few things. That way people don't know exactly what's coming. So that's what I'm kind of hoping for. But again, if that's not the case, if that doesn't happen that way, that is fine with me. I'm okay with that. I just really, really, really hope that people watch this movie, Zack Snyder's Justice League, because it's going to be a good time. I can't even begin to explain how great that people are not ready for it. They're just not. Let's go ahead and give this a watch again. I fully expect me to be hit with a copyright claim or something like that when it comes to today's episode, but that's all right. So let's watch it again. What do you say, guys? Let's dive in. Awakening the Mother Box.
Been wrong.
Bell's already been rung. Again, the desolation of Gotham.
Among the stars.
That's the sound wave. That's what that is. That was the sound. Oh man,
The god is dead.
that is like they destroyed the building in this movie.
I had a dream, almost like a premonition.
I think there's an attack coming.
Chill, guys. I'm generally getting this.
I need warriors. I'm building an alliance to defend ourselves.
How do you know your team's strong enough? If you can't bring down the charging bull, then don't wave the red cape at it.
You were sent here for a reason. And even if it takes you the rest of your life, find out what that reason is.
They said the age of heroes would never come again.
It will. It has to.
Come on, guys. Come on.
We live in a society where honor is a distant memory. Isn't that right, Batman?
Some things I'd like to point out here. Obviously, it says Warner Pictures above presents an Atlas Entertainment Stone Quarry production, which that's new to that. Zack Snyder film, Zack Snyder's Justice League. Again, that's the official title, guys. It's not Justice League. It's not Snyder Cut. It's not Justice League, the director's cut. It is officially Zack Snyder's Justice League. Obviously, Ben Affleck, Henry Cavill, Amy Adams, Gal Gadot, Ray Fisher, Jason Momoa, Ezra Miller, Willem Dafoe. A lot of people forget that Willem was in the principal photography for this movie, playing Volko. He's in this movie. How big is the role? I don't know, but it's big enough for him to be in the credits. Diane Lane, Connie Nielsen, J.K. Simmons. I think I'll go back a little bit. Let's see here. And then we got co-producer Gregor Wilson, music by Tom Holkenborg, Junkie XL, also he's known as. I got a great retweet or response from him the other day. I tweeted to him, "Hey, can we expect to hear a piece of your score prior to March 18th? Be amazing." And he kind of replied back with a winky or smirky face, whatever it was. So we should be getting his score, some form of his score prior to March 18th. Obviously, what we heard in the background in this trailer was his music, which is phenomenal. Executive producers, Christopher Nolan. He was an executive producer all the way back on Man of Steel. Makes sense that it comes up through this as well. Emma Thomas, which is Christopher Nolan's wife, Wesley Collar, Jim Rowe, Curtis Kanmodo, Chris Terrio, Ben Affleck. Chris Terrio, executive producer, which I can't remember if he was an executive producer on 2017's version or not, but it is fantastic. Story by Chris Terrio and Zack Snyder and Will Beall. That was not on the 2017. And remember, 2017 also had Josh Whedon's name on it. No, thank you. Screenplay by Chris Terrio, produced by Deborah Snyder. Charles Roven, directed by Zack Snyder. So, there it is, guys. There it is. Again, throw down in the comments. Let me know what you think of this trailer. It is phenomenal. I know over the next probably month and 4 days or whatever it is, people are going to be breaking down this trailer. Rumor has it that there is a possibility we may get another trailer prior to the movie coming out, which is kind of weird because Zack did say back in December, I believe, that this would be, there would only be one more trailer. So perhaps it'll be like an international type of trailer or something like that. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure, but there's a possibility. If that's the case, we will once again jump in and do a show based on that trailer. Boy, I'm gonna run through Twitter here, see if there's anything I missed, because sometimes things pop up on Twitter that yeah. They pop up on Twitter and kind of gives some information. I see over on Twitter, Frank in the Snyder'S JL2 is basically inevitable at this rate. Not wrong at all. I got to give a shout out to J House Comics. Make sure you check out his show. Fantastic show. Yeah, let's see. What are the trending numbers in your territory? This is breathtaking. Ray Porter, Darkseid himself. What is this? Oh. He had a little. Let's see here. That's all it was. Okay. So it's the first official trailer. So there you have it. But amazing. Only 2 bad-looking shots in the trailer. Rest are CGI. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not seeing too much more here. Yeah. Yeah. That's about it, guys. I really got nothing else to talk about. I'm excited about the trailer. I'm going to show it one more time here before I get off. But again, just make sure you hit that like button, hit subscribe, that notification bell, all that jazz, because I want you guys to keep checking out my show. I'm doing some cool things, and I will be talking so much about Zack Snyder's Justice League on the build-up. Obviously, I have been doing some things on Marvel as well, if you're a Marvel fan, so you can check that out. But this is all about Zack Snyder's Justice League today, so let's just stick to that. But like I said, we're going to watch it one more time before I go. Let's go.
The bell's been rung. Out in the dark, among the stars, the god is dead.
I had a dream. Almost like a premonition.
I think there's an attack coming.
My lord, this world will fall.
I need warriors. I'm building an alliance to defend ourselves.
How do you know your team's strong enough? If you can't bring down the charging bull and don't wave the red cape at it,
You were sent here for a reason. And even if it takes you the rest of your life, find out what that reason is.
They said the age of heroes would never come again.
It will. It has to.
We live in a society where honor is a distant memory. Isn't that right, Batman?
There it is, guys. There it is. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you jump over to Lightcast Podcast right now. Get in line watching their interview with Deborah Snyder starting right now. So go check them out. Thank you all so much for watching my show. And hit that likes button, hit that subscribe button. Thank you all. I can't wait to jump over and check out what Matt and Lightcast have in store with us with Deborah Snyder. Make sure you check out spoilerverse.com and all that jazz. With all that said, guys, throw down in the comments what you thought of the trailer, what your expectations are, how excited you are, all that jazz, everything. Just do it all. Do it all. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk at all of you later.